When EasyPC decided to send me a review sample of their semi-mechanical keyboard, which is the Rakk Mua, I was quite excited to do a video about it. But when it actually arrived, I realized that it doesn't feel all that good because it's still membrane keyboard. And if you're like me, coming from a mechanical keyboard background, then you know that the difference is night and day. A semi-mechanical keyboard is still a membrane keyboard. Although it's good membrane, it's not all that bad. Now, after a few days of usage, I realized that I've been looking at this from the wrong perspective. So when I changed my view up a bit, I realized that there are so many good points about this keyboard. So for the benefit of everyone, I actually decided to tell this review in the perspective of someone who has never tried a mechanical keyboard that's been used to their office keyboards or other gaming keyboards with the same membrane offerings. So now that that's out of the way, let's get to the review. Basically, the structure of the keyboard is that on top of the rubber dome, it has another layer of plastic, which is the one that actuates the key press. Because of this, it doesn't feel as mushy as normal office keyboards like this one, where the keycap is directly in contact with the rubber dome. Also, as you notice, it has the same cross-type mount that of your usual mechanical keyboard, although there is a square border around the mat. That being said, it is still possible to buy custom keycaps online and put it on the Rakk Mua, but it doesn't make any sense investing on custom keycaps given that this isn't a mechanical keyboard. Do take note that these switches are really hard to get off. In fact, with my keycap puller, it's still really hard to take off. The keycaps are double shot, which is a great addition and I highly appreciate for them doing this. The letters on the keycaps will never fade no matter how much you use it. It basically has an orange base and coated with black as you can see. I have mine in orange because the review sample they gave me is in orange. I am quite sure it's different color if you choose another one. The LED lights are awesome, they are so vibrant and really nice. I'm guessing it's because the keycaps have an orange base, then under the keyboard is another tone of orange. It even has some sick lighting on the sides for that gamer aesthetic, which really contributes to the overall backlighting of the keyboard. On the F1 through F12 function keys, you have multimedia shortcuts that you can access by pressing function plus the corresponding shortcut. This keyboard has one effect, and that is breathing animation, which you can toggle by pressing function plus the home key. To change the speed of the animation, you can press function plus the minus key or the plus key to slow or speed up respectively. There are basically 3 brightness levels which you can toggle by pressing function plus page up to increase the brightness and pressing page down to decrease. If you press page down once again at the lowest level, it will toggle the lighting off. You can also do this by pressing the function plus scroll lock key. This also has a Windows lock key which you can toggle by pressing function plus the Windows key. One thing I don't like about this keyboard is the indicators for the lock keys. At first glance, I thought the legends would light up white, but holy crap. When I toggle the caps lock key, the light shines in your face, especially when I'm using the numlock keys to type in special characters. Now some people might like this aggressive type design, but for me, this is a big no. I like things to be more subtle like the Corsair Strafe where it doesn't necessarily need to be so obvious. For the build quality, this keyboard just screams durability. It has a size of roughly 17 inches by 5 inches. At the top, you have a really neat aluminum finish, which I really find awesome. It contributes as to why this keyboard feels really premium. At the bottom, you have a matte finish, which is great because unlike glossy plastic, it isn't as prone to fingerprints. You have a 1.8 meter braided USB cable with a Velcro strap, which again I appreciate. I am really happy that EasyPC took note of the little things. These are really some things that aren't that big of a deal, but altogether you get to have this coherent premium feeling. So for me, the biggest selling point in this keyboard is actually their build quality, in case something like this would happen.
Oh, Mom's gonna have it for you!
So a few months ago, EasyPC actually sent me their keyboard, which is the Rakk Mua, and they give it the first ever Dylan's Thumbs Up Award, which basically is a concept award on my channel, and I give this award to products that have the balance between price, design, and as well as features. But this one, I'm still planning to give a Dylan's Thumbs Up Award to the Rakk Mua if it isn't for their annoying lock screen indicators, as I mentioned in the review. Their lock screen indicators are very very annoying at some times because it shines right in your face. Although they have redeemed themselves in the area of build quality, I tell you guys, this keyboard has amazing build quality. What they basically did is incorporate the features of a mechanical keyboard and slap it on into their membrane keyboard lineup. Now this keyboard comes around at 995, which basically is about 1,000 pesos. Given that price point, there is actually a competition and a mechanical keyboard competition for only 250 pesos more, which is the Aegis AK33. But do take note that you do get a full mechanical keyboard, but you don't get as much fancy build quality and as much lighting effects as this one. So that's basically up for you to decide whether you want to pay 250 pesos more for a full mechanical keyboard or stick to the Rakk Mua, which has awesome build quality and some mechanical keyboard features that have been slapped onto this one and some awesome build quality as well as lighting effects. So if you prefer the more fancy lighting effects, the more rugged build quality, then you have the Rakk Mua. But if you don't mind fancy lighting as much and you want to go for what it feels in your fingers, then you might want to go for the Aegis AK33. That's actually for you to decide. I'm comparing this to, even though that Rakk Mua is a membrane keyboard and the Aegis AK33 is a full mechanical keyboard, because they're roughly at the same price point and you only have to add a little amount of money to get that full mech. But again, it's up to you to decide. Overall, this is a really good job from EasyPC. The build quality is great. I mean, the lighting effects is beautiful. It's so vivid, and especially when you're gaming at night. And this keyboard of theirs, which they branded as semi-mechanical, but still I'm going to refer this as a membrane keyboard because essentially it still is. This keyboard of theirs is really well made, it's really well produced, and if you're still not ready to go into the waters of mechanical keyboards, then you might want to consider getting this one instead. So that's it for this review, and if you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.